Good morning, everyone. Now, to be fair, I'm still just warming up the bus over on Patreon, or if you subscribe to the playlist for Dan Vasc, then you might find this. Otherwise, I'm not putting it out there like that. I just, it's kind of thank you. I think I saw a couple, at least one person come over for Dan, and I appreciate that. So, we might as well get some. I love the Halloween stuff. Let's go. Oh, man. Oh, this is an emotional. This song is so.
Here I stand, all alone. Have my mind turned to stone. Have my heart filled up with ice to avoid its breaking twice. Thanks to you, my dear old friend, but you can hear this is the end of a tale that wasn't right. I won't have no sleep tonight.
Oh, that is so appropriate. If you're on the inside of Patreon, it turns out I sleep really well and admitted it in a song that possibly was asking me to feel guilty. Not really. I interjected a lot of my own thoughts into it. But to be fair, because this is awesome, to myself, I would think Dan and some of the crew that he runs with would understand that interjecting ideas into, let's say, the gaming world hasn't been advantageous for profits. Like Hollywood, the attempt to interject ideas too fast, too soon, created blowback. I think, depending on the room, I think we could get that conversation started. At least I know present company included, because I've seen some posts, and Gamergate 2 is underway.
No sleep tonight. In my heart, in my soul, I really hate to pay this toll. Should be strong, young and proud, but the only thing I feel
I think it's a given that Dan can sing his ass off. So, right, I'm hoping it's the bonus, maybe some ideas, maybe is real life that is as important. I think so. This is I have been emotionally charged by this song since I started listening to it back as a wee one. So it's very good.
Young and proud, but the only thing I feel is with my heart, with my soul. Some guys cry, you heart and soul. They've been strong, young and proud, but they say, lay this song again. In my heart, in my
Hey, my friends, it's great to see you here.
I was looking for the fade. You interrupted the fade. I was warming up the bus.
Here today. This song and I have a history. This was one of the first songs that I used to practice my falsetto when I first started to learn how to sing and discovered this falsetto thing that allowed me.
There it is. I can't believe it, but we're gonna try to tie it all together already. The escapism I found in Billy Thorpe, even though there's a charged crowd, is fun. Billy Thorpe has nothing to do with this. But the first video, How Do I Sleep at Night? One, how do you sleep? And here, something came up. And now from multiple sources, I'm one of them, but I don't think my opinion is worth much. I'm just trying to be humble. I don't think you just do what I tell you. You just weigh it against others. But I hear having to practice. Trade your time for a reward, just like one might trade their skill set, bought and sold. Just playing, but I'm not. There's some... I've got to believe that we have fallen a long ways away from practice makes perfect. That effort creates rewards. And I don't know if the channel will ever succeed. I really don't want to switch to that beg it out of people model. To me, that model is the same as advertising and other ideas. Skill set, which you're not saying I have, but I think I can recognize and resonate with those who have a great skill set and maybe a pretty decent idea or two in their mind. And it always comes back to the same thing. Effort. Effort generates rewards. Crying about it doesn't create anything but more people that join you in your bitch session. If we're going to complain, maybe it should carry more value than just, oh, poor me. Just saying. Otherwise, we could work harder and get out of the hole we're in.
Discovered this falsetto thing that allowed me to go to those high notes. This song was pretty fun to practice, and one thing is to be able to reach the high note, and another thing is to be able to reach the note and to make it sound good. In my case, it didn't. But I kept singing anyway, It was a lot of fun. Now you keep letting me know on the comments below what songs you want me to cover on this channel. I'll do what I can to bring that to you if I do like the song, that is. I hope to see you next.
I like that little statement right there. Without saying much and saying it all at once. I really relate to that because I get tons of requests, and I realize sometimes it happened with the Milena Farmer. There's plenty of asks to check the artist out back in the day. I got there and I was like, yeah, no, it's a little bit too. I agreed with Mike out there, a little too Madonna-esque for me, and not my thing. And so just drop it from the deal. Apologies to those who were enjoying it, but it's the last thing I'd ever want to do is show up just to bitch and complain. I really like the positive escapism side of it. I do. Even though, I would weigh that against my indictments of bread and circuses. You know, creating a tale that just wasn't right, but mostly true. Later.